Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday, Raila Amolo Odinga, in the company of other Azimio la Umoja leaders, including Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, Eugene Wamalwa, and others, issued a statement concerning the current situation in this country as far as affordability of food, the issue to do with the forceful disappearance, and the other matters. After that statement from Raila Amolo Odinga, William Samoei Ruto has had no sleep. Yesterday, Ruto did not have peace. And this was just the first time Raila Odinga was coming out with a strong statement to question how William Ruto is handling issues. Remember, Raila talked about forceful disappearance. And there are officers who Ruto is trying to frustrate. And of course, seemingly, he is touching on Kinoti. We analyzed that video. For those who missed, you can go and watch it. Raila came up with a statement which was also linking other people who disappeared in this country, who were linked to the ICC case. That was not an easy statement. Not light the way you could think. So today, Ruto, under pressure from the opposition side, assembled his team after calling the Kenya Kwanza members of parliament, who now came out with a statement at the National Assembly building, at Parliament building. And they have finally responded to Raila Amolo Odinga. If you read that response, it is a flat statement which has no substance to make sense or convince Kenyans or to water down what Raila Odinga had talked about. Before we go into that, just a quick request for those who are watching and they are yet to subscribe. My humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time, once we release another video, you will not miss it. Again, to all our channel subscribers, anyone who drop comment, and everyone who has joined our channel membership, those who are super chatting us in our premiere, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. And again, I'm just requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, if you check on the issue of affordable life in this country, basic commodities, food, unga, the working economy for common mwananchi, how the Kimani Inchung'wah and the team have responded. They are talking about 2013 government, 2013 going backwards, where Kibaki was in power. They agree with Raila Odinga economy was doing. Then, when Uhuru took over, it was okay. But according to them, the handshake is the one that brought problem in this country. And from the time Uhuru had handshake with Raila Odinga, that's when the economy stopped working, according to them. But now, in as much they are saying this, William Ruto is giving a different statement, which seemingly it is contradicting to what they are trying to allege here. Because Ruto has been complaining that the high cost of living in this country has been affected largely because of the war going on in Russia. The Russia war. That's what Ruto said. So who is saying the right thing between William Ruto and the Kimani Inchung'wah team? Who is telling the truth? And why are they forgetting to talk about the issue? If really they wanted to defend the president, about the issue of COVID-19 which came in. But they did not talk about that. So the blame is on Raila Odinga because of the handshake. But they cannot touch on main issues that Raila Odinga did in this government to make life unbearable. Because when Uhuru was in power, then we will say Raila advised him to give people a subsidy on unga. So unga was affordable before Uhuru left government. But as of now, no one can afford unga. Bei ili skyrocket huko ikarudi huko juu. Now, let us forget about that. Let's go to the issue of extrajudicial killing. This is what they are saying. It is also concerning and worrying that Odinga, who has always portrayed himself as a Democrat and a human rights champion, appears to condone extrajudicial killing. What is selective and vindicative about disbanding a police unity responsible for forceful disappearance and extrajudicial killing of Kenyans? We have a few questions for Odinga and his Azimio Brigade. Are you saying there were no extrajudicial killing? You say the Kenyan Kwanza is going after former and current state officers. Does that mean you are aware of the officers' involvement in the extrajudicial killing in the country? If you are a true defender of human rights, then walk to the DCI headquarters and name this state officer you are talking about. The statement continues on and on and on. But you see, actually, they are trying to divert attention. Raila said that William Ruto is trying to show the Indian government that is trying to solve a problem here of 2 Indians who disappeared. And he's okay with that. Yes, justice to Indians should be served. But again, in as much as having justice to Indians, what about Kenyans and the families who lost their beloved one through forceful disappearance? Is he serving justice to those families? It should not be a selective justice. It should be justice to everyone and every family. That was a statement from Raila Amolo Odinga. And he went further to mention names. Akina Yebei, Akina Musandu. The list is long. A teacher in Kakamega just fell down at Chivuli Market. He was found dead in Chivuli Market. He talked about that. Most of these people, kuna wale walikuwa testify at ICC. So, what is their view on the people or names Raila Amolo Odinga mentioned in his statement? They have evaded those names, they have skipped, they are not talking about that. But they're just coming to talk about the issue of DCI only. So look at that. So in their statement, this is just a flat statement of which it cannot even counter what Raila Amolo Odinga had talked about. Because you see, Raila came out and has exposed several things. And maybe this team need to go and work extra hard to have concrete statement when they want to come and counter Raila Amolo Odinga. Otherwise, I think Ruto has a wrong team trying to respond to Raila Odinga. This team might not bear fruit in William Ruto's side. They are not challenging Raila Amolo Odinga's statement in a proper way. Raila has convinced Kenyans on many things, and even Kenyans are buying into Raila Odinga's statement. Because it's like just William Ruto is trying to appease the Indian government. And then now we have Pakistan. But deeply on Kenyans who have disappeared, none has been served as justice. Another truth of the matter is this. The president disbanded the Special Service Unit. Reality on the ground is that that is not the end. Before this ilikuwa Kwekwe, then kukakuwa na flying squad, then this one came, And every unit was being disbanded before they form another one. Even William Ruto is going to form a new unit that is going to work in his interest and to some extent the interest of the country. Because without such a unit, there are things that might go wrong in this country and it might take the country back to the dogs. This is a unit that has tried to stop even snatching of phones in the street, robbery in the broad daylight. Sasa tunashika al-Shabaab pia wanaanza kuja. It is true, this unit has two faces. One face, they're doing the right thing, but sometimes they get it wrong. So let no one cheat you that Ruto will stay without such a unit. He is going to form a new unit that is going to work in his interest and to some extent the interest of this country. So I don't see anything concrete to convince Kenyans that Raila Odinga's statement was wrong. Kimani and his team have totally failed William Samoei Ruto. Thank you. See you in our next video.